Are you trying to include spinach in your diet? Well, let's talk about the pros and cons of spinach for a diet and for people with kidney disease. You ever see anybody eat out of a measuring cup before? Thanks so much for watching today. Make sure you like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel so you never miss a new recipe or new health tip. My name is Dr. Blake Schusterman. I'm a board-certified kidney doctor and I'm also the cooking doc. And here I am standing right in front of you in my kitchen because I wanted to cook for you, which I haven't done in a long time. Remember, everything we say today is for informational purposes only. This is not medical advice. For medical advice, talk to your doctor or your dietitian. Okay, today we're talking about spinach. Now, I wanted to talk about spinach because this is one of the things that somebody asked me in a question on one of my forums, and it's a question that a lot of people have. So spinach is a very healthy food. It has lots of vitamins, lots of minerals, lots of nutrients. It's a green leafy vegetable. It has fiber. But spinach can be a problem sometimes for people with kidney disease. So I like to look at spinach as two things: a low potassium food and a high potassium food. And if you think I'm crazy, well, I'm a little crazy, but this is fun and really interesting. So how can spinach be both a high potassium and a low potassium food? Stick with me. Here's my spinach. This is 5 cups of uncooked spinach. 5 cups of uncooked spinach has about, let's see, 750 milligrams of potassium in it, okay? So if you eat 5 cups of spinach, that's a high potassium food. What you can do is you could take raw spinach, make a salad with 1 cup of raw spinach, and that's about 150 milligrams of potassium. That's a low potassium food. Shocking, right? Because you never think of spinach as low potassium, but raw spinach, uncooked, 1 cup, low potassium. That means that even if you are on a low potassium diet, you may be able to incorporate a little bit of green leafy vegetables into your diet. Now here's where things get tricky and delicious, honestly. So I am going to take my 5 cups of spinach and we're going to cook it. I've got my little saute pan here going at medium, and I've got it nice and heated. Put some olive oil in the pan. Now you can watch that olive oil, and the longer you cook, the more you'll get the feel for when that olive oil is ready for your spinach. It'll come just to a little bit of a shine and will thin out when you roll it around in the pan, but it won't smoke. That's too hot. All right, so that oil is just where we need it to be, and then we're going to put our spinach in there, all 5 cups in one pan. And watch what happens. If you've ever cooked spinach before, you know where this is heading. You have to turn it frequently so that all those spinach leaves cook down evenly. Takes about 2 to 3 minutes. Little bit of lemon on it. Tiny pinch of salt. Tiny pinch of salt. Now watch this. 5 cups of spinach. So here's our cooked spinach. It cooks down to about half of a cup. And why is that important? Because this half a cup of spinach has almost as much potassium as those 5 cups of raw spinach. So nobody eats less than like half a cup of cooked spinach, right? So a serving of cooked spinach, even at half a cup, is a very high potassium food. So all that spinach cooks down, but the potassium remains about the same. So that half a cup of spinach is very high in potassium. This kind of spinach is good for you. That high potassium food can sometimes help you manage your blood pressure and lower your risk of stroke. Potassium, yay! If you have kidney disease with high potassium levels in your blood, you may need to watch the potassium, because too much potassium, i.e. a half a cup or a cup of cooked spinach, can lead to heart problems, and nobody wants heart problems. What else do you need to know about spinach? Spinach has a lot of vitamin K, so if you are on Warfarin or Coumadin, you have to basically eat the same amount every day, otherwise your blood can be too thin one day and not thin enough the next day. Spinach is also a high oxalate food, so people who have calcium oxalate kidney stones sometimes need to limit their spinach because it can be a risk factor for having recurrent stones. The last thing you need to know about this dish is that it's simple, it's easy, and it's delicious. Excuse me while I eat my spinach. Wow. You ever see anybody eat out of a measuring cup before? Me neither. Pretty cool. Thanks so much for joining me today. Make sure you check out my website, thecookingdoc.co. Make sure you check out my book, The Cooking Doc's Kidney Healthy Cooking, a modern 10-step guide to preventing and managing kidney disease. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, go to my website. Also, you sign up for my weekly newsletter, and I will see you next time.